Hey, so with DevConf coming up here in about 2 weeks, I'm going to show you some of the sessions I'm really excited to attend and some that you might want to keep an eye out for. And just so you know, DevConf is a completely free to attend conference for all types of users, maintainers, and contributors to open source software. All you have to do is register for free to attend the conference at Boston University on August 14th through 16th this year. Okay, so let's start off on the first day, August 14th, and after a welcoming ceremony from organizers Urvashi and Sally, there's going to be a fireside chat with Kelsey Hightower, which I think is going to be really interesting. So Kelsey is going to talk about his journey through open source, and what's really interesting about Kelsey is he's had quite the journey into software development, into what he's done for the Kubernetes ecosystem and project as a whole, and open source. So I think that's going to be a really interesting keynote to start off with. So after that, the day is going to begin with tons of sessions and workshops. And the first one that I'm very excited about is this Podman desktop talk going from containers to pods to Kubernetes, hosted by yours truly. Another one that I'm very interested in is this SpiceDB talk by Jimmy. I've seen him talk at KCD New York. He was fantastic. And that'll be about open source authorization. That's a very cool one that I'm interested in. Another one is this LLM tuning talk. So James and Kelly will be talking about Open Data Hub, OpenShift AI, LoRa, and how to productize LLMs on OpenShift. Now, Sally and Michael Clifford are going to be talking about AI lab recipes with Podman's AI lab, which will be really, really cool. Another one that I'm interested in is how do we benchmark LLMs on Kubernetes? Nikhil's talk will be very interesting. And also, Ray and Savitha will be doing a workshop on how to secure a Kubernetes cluster. They're both very involved in SIGs, and that'll be an interesting workshop as well. Now, on the second day, Jan Krieger is going to start off with a keynote talking about operations and AI and how that relates to developer productivity. But there's just so many sessions here that I'm very interested in. Andrew Block and Harsha will be talking about Kubernetes as a hypervisor with Ansible and KubeVirt. There'll be talks about WASM workloads with Matt and prompt engineering with James. We're going to talk about security with SBOMs with Brian. Dan Walsh, the containers wizard, will talk about Podman features with Podman Desktop as well. There's also going to be talks such as the CentOS Stream community, as well as ways to build multi-arch containers, Linux containers and networking, and just so many more sessions here that I would love to dive into for the second day, as well as another workshop working with LLMs and talking about confidential computing as well. Now, the third day of DevConf is also going to have some great sessions and workshops, such as the Conflux Community BOF, but also sessions such as how do we detoxify LLMs with Trusty AI, a workshop on supercharging the developer workflow with AI, talking about open source and Web3. My friend Daniel O is going to talk about serverless Java, which is going to be really cool. LLM benchmarks, how we can store AI ML models with OCI artifacts, talking about self-hosted LLMs. Scupper with Vamsi is going to be a great session as well. What's been very popular is libkrun for GPU pass-through with containers. So that'll be a great session as well. And then we've got some to close us out here and a closing and trivia session with Urvashi and Sally, the organizers of DevConf, to kind of wrap up the conference. And I hear there's going to be some pretty cool prizes they're giving away, so be sure to be there for the closing ceremony as well. So that's my quick review of some of the sessions that I'm really interested in at DevConf US this year. And I think what's incredible is that you couldn't find the depth and expertise for these types of technical topics anywhere else but DevConf. So make sure you grab a ticket, and we'll see you in August at Boston University. Take care.